Hello, travel biz owner. Welcome to my corner of the travel industry, the Strategic Travel Entrepreneur Podcast. If you're ready to have fun, be inspired, get clarity, and take action in your travel business, then you're in the right place. Let's jump in. Hello, strategic travel entrepreneurs. Almost could not say that word. Oh, welcome back to the podcast. So nice to have you here. I am coming to you fresh after a whirlwind. The end of March, mid-March, well, probably all of March, I would say, is a whirlwind. And now we are in a brand new month of April. We're in a brand new quarter 2 started. I was in Europe on a river cruise, caught COVID on that river cruise, and then I was in the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum this past weekend, hopefully meeting a couple of you all. I was there as part of the Host Agency Reviews team promoting their newest course, The Complete Guide to Starting a Travel Agency. Quick plug here, if you are a new travel advisor, this is going to be a really amazing course to really help put all the different components to your travel business together if you are a complete newbie. So if you need help naming, figuring out your structure, finances and accounting, basic marketing information, definitely check out that course. If you are not a newbie, but you are a boutique host agency, or lots of people want to get into the business, or you have sub agents or independent contractors who are wanting to get into the business and you don't have the time to totally help them get their business started, there is also an affiliate link where you can share this out to new travel advisors and get a little kickback to you. So if you want more information, please feel free to reach out to me at my email in the show notes so that you can find out some more information there. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Also, it is a new month, and you all know, or you should know by now, that I host a marketing business school to help really uncomplicate marketing for your travel business. It is a monthly membership. It's just $25 a month currently. I say currently because you never know when that may go up or down. So it is currently $25 a month. And April's masterclass is all about discerning the different social media platforms. So if you have been I don't know if I should be on the TikToks or the Facebooks or the LinkedIns or the Pinterests or the YouTubes or all of that, I'm going to help clarify what each of the different social media platforms do, what they're really great for, and probably where your demographics are. So if you are needing it's a little bit of the basics, but also some of the trends that I have been noticing recently as far as reach, and then also some hidden gems. If you want to learn more, just sign up for Marketing Business School. The link is in the show notes. On top of that marketing masterclass, which alone is valued, I would say, at $25 a month, you also have a tech talk, which is a Q&A session with me. And then you get a process party, which is where we quite literally write a SOP/workflow for your marketing business, for your travel business, excuse me. And different workflows that we've worked on is creating the ultimate client experience for your travel clients. We've also done different things of creating a social media campaign, and essentially the steps that you need to take are written up on the workflow, and you will have access to those. Every quarter, the process party does turn into a quarterly review, so you can review the numbers and then tweak your marketing plan based on those numbers. Alrighty, that's it for, I guess one more promotional before we get into this week's episode. I was going to say this month's. No, there's going to be more than one episode this month. But I also wanted to let you know that I want to try out a new episode format while helping your business out. And that is the marketing strategy audit session. So if you are interested in getting a free 30-minute session for me and are okay with having it recorded for the podcast, because really you probably have similar issues as somebody else in this industry does in marketing your travel business. So I really want to share these audit sessions on the podcast so that other travel advisors, other travel business owners, suppliers, whoever it may be, can also learn and tweak their marketing plans based on the things that we discuss in this session. So the benefit for you is that you have my eyeballs on your marketing strategy, and we can go ahead and troubleshoot different tweaks that you can make to improve based on whatever your major pain point is. And then the community, the travel industry community, can also learn and see where they can make tweaks on their own. If you are interested in participating in one of these free marketing strategy audit sessions, please go ahead and check out the link that is in the show notes as well to apply for that. Alrighty, that is all the promotional things that I have for you today. I really wanted, this is, I guess, going to be somewhat of a mindset episode, because one of the things that I was noticing at the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum this past week was confidence. And it's not that I just noticed it at the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum. I was really noticing this aboard the river cruise that I was sailing aboard, the Amaviola. There is a lack of confidence in the sense that you as travel business owners, and myself, I was stuck in that for the longest time as well, we feel that we need to have all the things ready and set before we can start selling. And I'm here to tell you / give you permission, whatever it is that you want to call it, that you do not need to have all the things ready. Like, I remember somebody had mentioned that they had like their LLC, their federal EIN number, their bank account, all these foundational things. Now, those things are important for you to have ready. But this person had also mentioned, but should my next move be to have my website up? To which I couldn't like blurt it out. I didn't want to be rude or anything. But my immediate answer was like, no, you have to start selling. Like, once you have your kind of legalities, financial stuff figured out, you need to be selling travel. You do not need to have all the things. You do not have to be prepared on everything, because some of those things, like websites, cost both time and money, especially if you're DIYing it yourself in the beginning. And I don't want you to get hung up on things like I used to, and like still do sometimes, get myself hung up on the aesthetics of things and making sure something looks pretty and wonderful. I will tell you, I started this second business officially in 2020, like on paper and financials and all that. I didn't really start taking clients until 2021, and I did not have an official website until 2023. And it's not even an official website, it's just a Canva one-pager. And I have been making multiple 5 figures, aka being able to sustain and pay all of my monthly bills, before I even had the website up and running. Because what I'm learning the second time around in being a business owner for myself is that a lot of those aesthetically pleasing and nice things aren't as important as you being able to hone in on your sales skills and your relationship skills. Because your business is nothing without those 2 things. You need to be able to make relationships with people, which means you need to be out there talking and meeting people, and multiple people, over and over and over again, so that they, 1, know who you are, and 2, know what your business is about, so that they can A, either convert to a paying client for you, or B, refer paying clients to you. You need to be making money. And this is the part where I talk about, like, if I'm referencing back to the 4 phases of the travel business, your foundations is really all that legalities and financial stuff, making sure you're registered accordingly, where your next step really is the rinse and repeat, meaning you need to be out there talking to people, making money, because you cannot afford a branding strategist without money, correct? Like, of course, I know we all want everything to like be set and foundations, and that's great. Maybe you might host a landing page on Canva. Maybe you might use one of your consortia supplied websites for the time being. Everything does not have to be perfect in the beginning. What does have to be perfect in the beginning is your ability to meet people, have conversations with them, cultivate amazing relationships with them, convert them into paying clients, make sure that you are honing in on an excellent client experience so that they just rave about you and really become one of your referral partners, not only to help increase and like grow your business, but also that they come back because they also want to do business with you again. That is how you have a business. You need sales. We are in this business to make money. This business is not just for funsies. Like, if this was for funsies, just stay being a content creator talking about travel content. If you are wanting to be selling travel services, whether that's consulting services, whether that is vacation packages, whether that is trip escorting packages and things like that, you need to be able to make sales. And sales don't happen unless you are talking to people. Initially, I know we all think of friends and family. Friends and family just isn't enough. A lot of us, somebody mentioned that somebody at the travel agent forum had said, friends and family are for barbecues, not for sales. And I know some of you probably have had a lot of luck having friends and families converting into clients and being able to refer you into clients. That is not always the same across a lot of people. I know that was not always the same for me. It wasn't until I broke out and finally realized that they were not my target demographic that I was able to make better sales in my travel business. And especially when I look at this Take the Helm marketing business, a lot of my success has been because I networked my butt off in 2020 to lay the foundations on certain things so that when I was ready to take on more of a marketing role and helping other people marketing their businesses, they knew who to refer me, but I also knew, and it does take time for you to know what products and services are that you want to sell. And I think maybe that's where a lot of the confidence issues come from, is you feel the need to know everything, where I really want you to hone in on just things that you're either super passionate about or really well. So super passionate about, maybe these are trips to Europe. Maybe these are African safaris. Maybe this is expedition cruises. Maybe this is theme parks in the United States. So those are things that you are passionate about, or things that you have in common or that are a part of you. Are you in an alumni group? Are you a family member? Do you have a family? Are you like myself? Do you have an autoimmune disease? And so there's that affinity that other autoimmune patients have together. I know there's a lot of special needs group, neurodivergency. Those are things that you have together. So that kind of it creates your niche. And so those can either intersect with each other or be a niche in itself, meaning that, and that's why I say come from these places that you're either passionate about or know really well, because you are going to be comfortable talking about that. If you have a disabled child in your family, it is going to be so much easier for you to talk to other families that have disabled children, or I'm sorry, I don't think that's the right phrasing. People with disabilities, I think, is the better phrasing. I apologize. You are going to be able to connect and also have a leg up, especially if you have traveled with someone that has disabilities within your family. And that really is where your key expertise is and where you're going to find your confidence, because you have probably done this a couple times before. If you're an autoimmune patient, same thing. Like if you have a special diet, like gluten-free travel can be huge because so many people are gluten-free now for whatever the case may be, regardless if it's an allergy or if it's a medical condition. That is a really hard role to navigate. And if you have done certain travel, like traveling as a parent, traveling as a caregiver, there are so many different labels and segments and sectors. What is that for you? Like, do you travel specifically because you love sporting events and so you know how to get the best tickets, where you need to be sitting, how early you need to get for the games, where the best tailgating is? Is that you? Because you can also start bonding with other people who have those similar interests, and that is where your confidence really will lie in. I think when people are like, I'm not ready, it is because you're coming from it and you're thinking about the globe of possibilities. And it's not that I don't want you to think about the globe of possibilities. I want you to think about the easiest kind of branch, the easiest fruit off the tree that you can see and get, so that you can start making sales sooner than later. And if it's through one of those affinities or a product that you really love, like you can rave all day about European river cruises because you've sailed on 5 and they are your favorite way to travel, and you can tell all the river cruise hacks, and you can let them know, actually you shouldn't start in the Danube, you should start on the Rhine, or actually my favorite exotic destination is Egypt, and this is why you should go to Egypt before you go on an African safari cruise. All those different things and nuances is like, if we're going to get down to the bottom of it, where do you really nerd out on? Like getting deep and dirty. That is where you want to be honing in on your expertise. And that is where you really want to be selling travel, especially in the beginning. Maybe you find out a year into doing those kinds of trips that you thought you would love, you're like, ugh, I don't really like doing this. And that's okay, because maybe you have discovered a different passion or something else you are more excited about through the means. Like I met a travel advisor this weekend who had mentioned that she decided to join a Disney travel agency and quickly realized that the magic of Disney was being zapped from her because she was having to plan all these Disney trips. And she's like, no, Disney is my happy place, so I no longer want to do that. I will just stick with family travel. And I forgot what she told me, but it was family travel, but not Disney specific family travel, because she wanted to keep the magic of that alive. And so, woo, sorry, just went on a little tangent there. But I just don't want you to get stuck thinking that you are not ready, because you are more than ready. I mean, maybe not totally or like all encompassing, but you have everything that you need inside of you right now to become a successful business owner. The key really is, are you going to unlock that potential within yourself to be that business owner that I know that you can be, and that clearly you know that you can be because you started a business, because you thought you were bold enough to think that you could be a successful business owner making money selling travel. And I don't say that to be like, oh, you think you're so bold? You are so bold. Starting a business is a bold thing in itself. If starting a business wasn't a bold thing, everybody would be doing it. And I know so many of you, myself included, started out this business while we had other side incomes, whether it's a full-time income, maybe it is that you are a caregiver, a parent, whatever it is. Usually getting into the travel industry isn't just you are getting into the travel industry. You're doing multiple things on the side. And you are hoping that one day that this turns into your main gig. But there is that confidence that I'm seeing that holds you back. And Just like you had that boldness, that audacity to start the travel business, to sign up for your federal EIN number, to open that bank account, to start speaking to other people that you just started a travel business, I want you to lead with that confidence and that audacity and that boldness that you can do this. You can be successful. It is scary talking to people, but you know what's not scary? Talking multiple times to multiple different people. I mean, you probably will get a little nervous because even I still get nerves on things, but it will get easier in how you talk, and the common themes that you talk about to these people becomes second nature the more that you do it. You just have to keep doing it and doing it over and over and over again, which is why I call the second phase the rinse and repeat, where you need to talk to people, convert them to clients, and then do it all over again. Because I guess depending on what product you're selling them, but one client does not a business make. So I really want to give you the permission that if you are not ready, do it anyways. Do that Facebook Live, but talk out of a place that you feel comfortable in. Do that, record that YouTube video, but again, come from the place where you feel comfortable in. No one is telling you to talk about all 100+ countries in the United States, in the world, and why they are fantastic. No one is telling you to talk about all the different rivers of the world or the oceans of the world or the different sporting events of the world. Like, really hone in and focus on what was your most recent travel experience. If you were sailing for 7 days, that is at least 7 days of content. At least, because there are so many different spider webs of things that you can talk about from there. But it really is, and it's not only, I would say, that it is that you are talking constantly to people, but I would also say those things that you don't feel confident on, create a referral network of fellow travel business owners so that you can confidently refer people out. Like, you know what? Hawaii is not my specialty, but my friend Alex is amazing at Hawaii. You will probably want to talk to him on this instead. And that also generates a rapport for you. You are being transparent. That is not my area of expertise, but I know somebody who that is their area of expertise. So, and that, like, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be business coming back, or like, I mean, you're even generating a rapport within the industry, which means that this Alex, who you may be really great at Orlando vacations, and they really don't like planning Orlando vacations, they can now like feel like more comfortable being like, hey, she just shot me this, I'm going to shoot this back to her, or whatnot, whatever it might be. But I guess the big overview is that you do not have to be ready in order to ask for sales. And again, like the caveat being totally ready, because those certain foundational elements we do want you to be ready on. But you do not have to have a plethora of social media posts in order to ask for a sale. You don't have to have a website in order to ask for a sale. You don't have to know all the things in the travel business to ask for a sale. There are different people that are here to support you in this journey of being a travel business owner, myself included, because we all want you to win. Because the more that you win, the more that this industry wins, the more that we're able to collaborate with each other, set best practices, set up the standards, so that more people start utilizing travel business owners when they're trying to plan whatever vacation or trip that it is, whether it's a B2C or a B2B. Like, the more bold that we can all be as a community, the stronger that we can be. So please get out of your head that you have to have X, Y, and Z ready in order for you to be able to ask for business, because you do not. Alrighty, I will jump off my soapbox now, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me in the Strategic Travel Entrepreneur Facebook group, because I would love to expand on this conversation. All right, you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me on the podcast today. Remember to check out the show notes for all relevant links and resources from today's show. See you next time.